Right guys, it's Tuesday night. I've barely done anything, and I definitely didn't do anything last night. I magnetised the Contemptor, because I've been playing with some magnets tonight, and that arm's done as well. And of course I glued these two guys on their bases. I also did a little bit of work on this guy. I've done the silvers, the golds, the greens, the blues. Yeah, so this is becoming the Librarian Dreadnought. I finished building Boob Snake, and I've just finished filming and editing a magnetisation tutorial for all of this, and a little bit of editing on a battle report. And that's all after I've been to college as well. So not a bad night. Right guys, so it's Thursday night and I forgot to do the video last night, and there's a lot of stuff in this box. And what I did yesterday is I sprayed, washed, and then top sprayed 10 witches, 10 Sisters of Slaughter. I did all of my priests, so I did 15 priests and then washed them with Gullum and Glaze. And I got all the rest of my Tower army ready to go, including, and I forgot to bring them with me, the 3 guns that go on the top of this. I even got Long Strike ready. So Long Strike's going to be good to go. And I did a tutorial on how to shade this guy, so that'll be available soon. And then I'm going to do another 2 parts where I show you how to add all the rest of the details. And then of course do the green plasma effect, which I will show you on this. The 10 Sisters of Slaughter that I made with Demonettes, and the Sisters of Slaughter spare parts, they're good to go. And these Doomfire Warlocks, so I've highlighted them, I've done all the flesh on them, I've just painted these white and then washed them with Carabao Crimson. And so when that is dry, I need to highlight them back up. I did wash one of them with Druchii Violet, this one, so I can't decide whether that is better or whether just plain Screamer Pink is, but we'll get to it. Lucy meanwhile has worked on these 2 guys, so she's got 2 of these finished and ready to go on the chariot, and of course she's got 2 horses finished up as well, so they're going to be for when she uses the horse chariot instead of the Gore Beast. And she's finished 10 Demonettes and dry brushed all of those Space Marines again. So a very, very productive 2 days for us. But yeah, let's see what we get done over the weekend. Okay guys, so it's Friday night. Things are very messy because we're just kind of abandoning them at the minute. I finally painted the bases on them 3. I finally glued Greyfax to a base. I finally painted the rim of these 2 dreadnoughts, and I finished this guy off. Lucy very kindly did the airbrushing on the lance for me. There we go. Over the moon with him, so that's my Librarian Dreadnought, and I've painted the hairs on the Doomfire Warlocks. It's really hard to get the pink looking even nice. White paint, crap. And Lucy's just turned her light off and gone downstairs for a drink, but she's primed all these, sprayed them with Demonette Hide, then topped down Celestial Grey, and then washed them all with Druchii Violet. And of course there's Kendra the Keeper. Lucy is very excited to be working on her. So, a reasonable amount done. Hopefully Phil is coming around tomorrow, and we're going to play a game with Blood Angel Dreadnoughts, which is going to be cool as. So that's pretty much it. I don't think I've got any other news. Nope. Okay guys, so it's Sunday night. Did I record Friday? Did we do anything Friday? I don't remember. I definitely didn't record yesterday because Lucy was the only one that got anything done. I was gaming with Phil, so you can see that very cool battle report in a couple of weeks' time. It will be available on Patreon first, of course, but I am working on Tau. So I've been doing all the black pin washing on all of this. I need to do these drones, which is not all the drones, but it's most of them. And this guy, tomorrow I will be doing the pin washing tutorial and everything for him. And I haven't gotten the Supremacy pin washed yet either, so I'll do that as well. Lucy, meanwhile, has been working on this guy today. So he is going to be a Demon Prince / Keeper of Secrets because of that nice lovely sword. Yep. She did her bases with fluorescent pink.
Start them anyway.
It's really hard to see on camera, right, but they are magenta, but it's close to purple and then fluorescent pink. And then I think you're going to paint all the rocks metallic purple?
Yes, all pink. I've got the metallic pink coming, so see how dark light that is.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This base is one that she's going to be focusing on.
Because.
And I just want to say, she spent all day yesterday while me and Phil were gaming, and then most of today on this model, right? And it is beautiful. The shading that she's got under the boobs, the shading on the back. She's even painted the leg with gloss, so it looks like PVC because she's kinky.
Yep.
The keeper, that is. The horns, look, she's even very, very painstakingly highlighted the horns. The nipples have even been washed on the inside. The claws highlighted up very, very nicely. Each of the spikes and the dreadlocks as well. Metallic purple through to metallic pink, and then the tips are silver.
Actually, all three colours on them are made my own.
Mm-hmm.
Mixed various colours.
And then the sword, metallic purple through to metallic pink, if it will focus. There we go. So of course, it was hard trying to paint this model because it doesn't stand very well at all. So basically I super glued it to this old base whilst she works on it, but she will be going on that slightly smaller one, which is what she comes with.
That one?
Yep. So, absolute fantastic. Best model you've done, I reckon.
Yeah.
By far.
Mm-hmm. I've not glitter yet because
yeah.
That leg, it just, on every picture I've seen, it looks so bare, just that. So I've put some gems on.
So that's it, folks. Without further ado, let's have a look through what you guys have been working on this week. Right guys, here we go with another week of League of Artisans, and what a week it's been. Kicking off, we are starting here with Ant Gibson. He's painted up 6 Goblin Wolf Riders for the world's biggest game of Dungeons and Dragons. These are awesome, mate. I love the bases. I don't normally like square bases, but the green and the slate that you've got going on there is great, so good job on them. Next up, we have Andrew Armstrong's Custodes. I can't remember the name of this character, but absolutely brilliant stuff. I love what you've done with the axe and the lightning there. Next up, we've got Barry from Underdog Painting. Go and check out his channel. We've got a unit of Skitarii Vanguard and then a unit of Rangers. Very quickly painted, he said, and he really enjoyed painting them. And you've done a fantastic job. I love the green glow. Next up, we've got Bryn. Bryn is working on some, I want to say, Blight Kings. So obviously work in progress with these, and Bryn's Nurgle is nearly done, so you will see them on the channel soon. Next up, we've got Callum working on some Custodes as well, one of the biker guys. I'm not sure if this is a shield captain, but nevertheless, it's looking good. I love the black armor in contrast to the gold bike. Next up, we've got Daniel Fredrickson with his Blood Angels, and I absolutely love the red tone that you've got going on with this guy. Doing all the wings black looks really, really nice. We've then got an entire unit of Sanguinary Guard with the Sanguinor and of course an Ancient there as well. You'll notice there's 9 and there's 9 because you get the Ancient in the box basically. Next up we've got David Hills and his Fenrisian Wolves. Woof woof. Very nice work indeed. I love the kind of tan coloured muzzle and paws that you've got going on there. Very nicely blended. Really, really good job. Next up, we've got Graham Wilson and his Orc Death Dread, which is actually a Redemptor. You like this, don't you? Next up, we've got Jack Booth from Outpost 31 down in Whitby. Go and check them out if you travel to Whitby, or indeed if you live there. And this is his Nurgle Rhino. And I love the little Nurgle hanging from the inside. From the other side, we've got a giant spawn creature leaping out of the side of the rhino with its teeth barred. And then from the front, we've got tentacles. So really, really nice conversion work and lovely green stuff work there, Jack. Next up, we've got James Chalmers from Newcastle Warlords. Go and check out the Newcastle Warlords page if you live in that area. We have a unit of Daughters of Cain, some Witch Elves, lots of blood on the bases, lots of skulls on the bases as well. Really, really nice work, James, and you've worked on these really, really quickly. And there is the Cauldron of Blood as well with a Slaughter Queen on top. Much to what I'm going to be doing very soon as well. I love how you've taken the photograph and it looks like the avatar actually has Hive Tyrant wings when it's actually just a Hive Tyrant further back on your desk. So really nice work, man. Next up, we've got James McHugh from 3 Pointed Circle. Go and check him out on Facebook. And a Space Wolf Repulsor. James was in White Dwarf this week with his Imperial Knight. So well done, James. I know it's been an achievement that you've been after for a while. Next up, we've got James Smith from Whitby, and we've got Grandmaster Voldus from the Grey Knight. His first Grey Knight miniature that he's painted. Very nice, very clean work, mate, and I love what you've done, especially on the robes. We've also got your second Blood Bowl Orc Boy. Absolutely love that teal colour.
I was trying to do it all first.
And then finally, we've got his last Assault Terminator to finish off his squad, of course, in the favoured Ultramarines. Really nice work this week, James. Next up, we've got James Warwick Snow from Battle Bunker, and he's painted up the Garrick's Reavers warband from Shadespire. Really, really nice work. I love what you've done on the skin. I especially love the photograph with the shadows behind.
Yeah, that's really nice
as well. Next up, we've got Kev Dudgeon from Rage Against the Dice. Go and check them out on YouTube. And he's dark blue bloodletters with purple bases.
I love the bases.
Next up, we've got Lee Hamilton. He's decided to make a switch from his orcs this week and paint up his Naked Angry Ginger Men. And of course, the Magma Drop that he's working on in the backdrop there as well. So nice work once again, Lee. Keep it up. Next up, we've got Luke, and we've got his 3 Mythic Blight Haulers, I think they're called. Yeah. I like them. He did give them names, but I can't remember what they're called. And these are going to die just like Mortarian's going to die, Luke.
Yes, you need to start naming your thingies from now on.
He has named these, I just can't
everybody.
Remember. Oh, everybody does? Yeah. Oh, right, fair enough. Who's this?
Mikey.
Yep. Amazing work despite having a bad back and being out of action for a week or two. Absolutely top-notch work, mate. Can't fault this at all. This is outstanding. The small, tiny script that he's got going on the shoulders, the detail that he's got going on the knee pads and the shoulder pads as well. It's unbelievable, mate. Well done. Next up, we have Paul Scott from Paul Scott Miniatures. You played against Paul, Age of Sigmar. Down at the Darlington tournament.
Oh,
Plays Nurgle.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not good with names.
He's painting up some Red Sisters of Battle. He has got a load of red immolators and everything on his page as well, so go and check them out. He's also working on some Space Wolves with the actual wolven heads. Not wolven heads, like wolf helmets. Cool. So really nice work there, Paul. Next up, we've got Richard Newton and his Orcs. That yellow is bright. It pops against that green skin and is absolutely brilliant.
Yep.
I saw him at Battle Bunker a couple of weeks ago, and his friend managed to pick up an Orc Stomper for £2.50 from Graham's Workshop because it was in a load of bits in the bits box, and he happened to know what they were. So really nice work, man. Can't wait to see them finished up. Next up, we have Richard, and we've got, I'm not sure who this is. I don't know if it's an actual 30k character or not, but it's a Crimson Fist, so by law it's cool. I absolutely love the what's it called, the Power Fist that he's got, and I love the hazard stripes that you've got going on there, and I really can't wait to see this finished. Next up, we have Rob Stevenson, and he's finished the Harbinger from Death, whose name I never remember.
Harbinger, it's
he's got a
it's Herbert.
Okay. So does that mean your Dark Oath War Queen is also Herbert?
No.
She's a Harbinger.
She has her own unique name, which I have not.
He has his own unique name, which I just can't remember.
It's Herbert for now, until you remember.
Really nice work, man. Next up, we've got Roger, and I hope I pronounce your surname correctly here. Shambach. I think that's right. He's been painting up some Indians for Dead Man's Hand.
I've never heard of it, but they look brilliant.
I know of it, but I've never played it. I know it is quite popular. There's a couple of lads that don't play it, I think. So really nice work. Roger is one of the Patreons, so thank you very much, Roger, for submitting this, and thank you very much for your support. Next up, we've got Sam Goodwin, of course, Sammy Boy, and Hex Wraith for his Death Army.
You wish you had that last weekend.
Spoilers, Lucy. I absolutely love the blender he's got going on here between the top of the shroud and then like the ethereal colour at the bottom. Especially on the back of the cloak here, you can really see the change and the blender he's got going on there. Next up, we've got Paul Spuddy Shaw and his Space Wolves and a car going past. Really, really lovely work on these Space Wolves. I especially love the Wolfguard leader. I know it's probably a different character, but I don't know Space Wolves very well, and this is really, really nice work, man. You're absolutely piling through these really fast. And then we've got some more here as well in the Mark 3 or 4 armor. So again, really, really good work, and absolute Speedy Gonzalez with them. Next up, we've got Steve Down and his Tyranids. Now, I have played against Steve a couple of times. There's about 3 or 4 battle reports on the channel featuring Steve, but you've probably seen them loads on Winter's SEO, and this is what he's been working on over the last couple of weeks. Some blue, icy themed Tyranids. So we've got 5 Carnifexes there, led by Old One Eye. We've got 2 Flying Hive Tyrants, one with Devourers and one with Scythe and Talons, as they should be. We've got a boatload of Gene Stealers, along with a Broodlord, and we've also got Horror Specs, and I want to say a Morlock. It might be a Trigon. I don't know which way around they normally go. And next up, we've got Stephen Dunn, another one of the Patreons, and he's been working on his drones with the announcement of the upcoming Tau Codex. I will not tell you how many is on my desk. He's also been working on his Skyray turrets for the Hammerheads, and they look absolutely class, mate. He also did give me a spare turret to make a long strike, because I had a Devilfish without a top turret, and I had the ion cannon. So thank you very much, Stephen, for sending me that. Greatly appreciated. Next up, we've got Tom Downs. We were due to have a game against Tom today, but unfortunately, because of the weather, we didn't get up there, and I believe the club was closed, so never mind. But he's still working on his Frostgrave Warband and another miniature here as well. Absolutely love the blue, pink, and purples that you've got going on across your entire warband. So great stuff. He's also been working on the Sigmarite Mausoleum, and he's getting another piece of that finished off as well. And on top of that, he's also been working on his Goliaths from Necromunda, and I absolutely love the Sector Mechanicus bases. I love the fact that you've managed to get the chevrons on there, as well as giant patches of blood. I look forward to doing lots of blood on bases when I get around to my Daughters of Cain. Almost second to last, we've got William Welsh. Absolutely phenomenally painted yellow Reavers here as well. Again with the Sector Mechanicus bases, rusted up, and you know, the reds and the rusts and the orange really, really look incredible on this picture. So really well done with that, mate. And finally, we've got Rick Lewis, again one of the Patreons. So thank you very much, Rick, for supporting the channel. And he's managed to pick up 10, I can't say the first name, priests from eBay. He said 5 of them were painted in Riser, and the other 5 needed some touch-ups, but now he's got 10, all matching Mars, and he's managed to pick up 2 characters there at the back as well. I think one of them is probably going to be counted as a Dominus. I'm not sure what the bigger one is at the back, but 10 points for the Star Wars mug as well, Rick. So that's it for this week, guys. Everyone's done some great work. We've getting quite a bit done. Thank you very, very much to everybody that has supported the channel, made PayPal donations and supported via Patreon this week, especially of course due to the snow day that we had. A couple of people tuned in for the 8-hour live stream that I did there. So thank you very much. If you do want to get in touch, or indeed if you would like to support us on Patreon for 1 week early battle reports, please go and check out the links.